Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fund. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all, where we do not need. Hail to all. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Hail to the fandom menace. Hail to all. How's everyone doing? Well, Star Trek Discovery loses Walter Mosley from writer's room after racial epithet complaint. Let's keep in mind, he's black. Just so everyone knows, this is a black man. Okay? And a damn good writer, too. Acclaimed novelist Walter Mosley revealed today that he decided to leave Star Trek Discovery, otherwise what we call STD, after his use of a racial epithet in the writer's room. The CBS All Access series resulted in human resources telling him that I could not use that word except in script. My answer to HR was to resign and move on. The E.Z. Rollins mystery novels author and Snowfall consulting producer wrote an op-ed, Why I Quit the Writer's Room, published Friday, New York Times website, about the fallout from his use of the N-word. This is a black man. Keep in mind. I was in the writer's room trying to be creative while at the same time being surveilled by unknown critics who would snitch on me to a disembodied voice over the phone, Mosley asserted, while never naming Sokia Martin Green led Discovery. He had a short stint of less than a month on. My every word would be scrutinized. Sooner or later, I'd be fired or worse, silenced. So, are they painting Sokia Martin Green as the snitch? Is that why she's mentioned? Questions. We have questions. Yes, silenced. In the United States, people get silenced in their First Amendment speech by the thought police. Control what everyone thinks and wants them to think. The recent Edgar Allan Poe Award winner added, I'm a fortunate guy. Not everyone can quit their job, but beyond that, we cannot be expected to thrive in a culture where every word is monitored. I sense his outrage. Yes, I'm outraged for him a little bit. We have the greatest admiration for Mr. Mosley's writing talents, and we're excited to have him join Star Trek Discovery, CBS Studios said in a statement in response to New York Times post today and the experience on the Alex Kurtzman EP series. While we cannot comment on specifics of confidential employee matters, we are committed to supporting a workplace where employees feel free to express concerns and where they feel comfortable performing their best work. The soon-to-be Viacom CBS unit stated, seemingly wanting to have the best of both worlds. So what we can count on is there's plenty of snitches in the building, and if you act like a human being, you're going to get snitched on. If you try to be creative, you're going to get snitched on. So the creative process in the writing room is tainted. That's my opinion, folks, just so you know. Not stating facts, I'm stating opinions and how we feel about stuff. We wish Mr. Mosley much continued success, the statement added. Someone in the room, I have no idea who, called HR and said that my use of the word made them uncomfortable. And the HR representative called to inform me that such language was unacceptable to my employers. Mosley noted in the New York Times piece, he said his use of the derogatory term came while relating a story involving the police that he says he was recounting to some fellow Discovery scribes. "I was telling a true story as I remembered it," Mosley wrote. "I couldn't use the word in common parlance, even to express my experience. I lived through," he wrote. Back for a third season next year, streaming series Discovery is known to have a fairly inclusive writer's room with a number of African American, Native American, Latinx. I've never heard anybody on the Garcia side of my family and the Cruz side, or the Ortiz side of my family, use this term. That comes from someone that is descended from the Aztec and Spanish descent. We were conquered by the Spaniards. That's why we have Spanish blood. Mexican Indians were conquered by Spaniards. Same thing as Native Americans, only they got conquered by American cavalry and the English when they first came here. Horrible stuff, all in itself. But if you're going to use terms, you should know what you're saying. And I've never seen the Asian American and Indigenous American scribe staff. I've never seen that saying before. American scribe staff was working with showrunner and Trek first Kingpin Kurtzman. Yeah, Kurtzman. What a joke. He's a complete, utter joke. As well as his work on FX show Fall and dozens of novels Mosley has participated in, and several adaptations of his work, such as the 1995 Denzel Washington film Devil in a Blue Dress, which is a great movie. I liked it. THR first reported that Mosley had departed Discovery.
Where does this constant creative force come from for you? How do you maintain all of these ideas?
If I figured it out, it might stop. All I do is I write every morning. I get up every morning. I try to write for 3 hours. Usually I make those 3 hours. And I do that every day. I mean, you can count on one hand the days I miss in a year. And that's it. That's really all you need to do. I mean, writing, it kind of grows. It's like an avalanche, or a snowslide. As it goes, it gets more and more and more. So if you keep writing, you're writing more. Like, so 3 hours a day now is like 5 times as much as 3 hours a day 5 years ago, for instance. So it's much more. And so, I end up writing 3 or 4 books a year, and maybe a play, and maybe a screenplay, and I just keep on.
Walter Mosley. That's the man right there. The link to that video for that interview will be in the description. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Hail to the fandom.